Hi, welcome to a crafty week in my life. Today I'm going to the antique mall to look for some artwork because I want to create a gallery wall in the dining room. We're painting the walls white and rearranging everything. Tomorrow I'm going to see Maxxine. I loved Pearl. I should have some clothes coming in the mail. I'm also going to volunteer at the cat shelter. I want to dye one of my shirts that I don't really wear. I want to dye it black. And then the things that I'm most excited for are painting this old bench and redoing the dining room. I can't wait. So let's start doing stuff. I love going to antique stores. They always make me feel so excited and inspired, but sometimes there's so much stuff that I enter this super intense focused mode where I have to look at every single thing. So that's why I think it's good to go in with a plan or have something in mind that you're looking for. Like today I'm searching for dresses and artwork. Also, I tried something new where I quickly browsed the whole store and took pictures of things that I like, and then I went back to those things later to make a decision. I'm about to go see Maxxine and I wanted to do a little OOTD because I dressed up for the movie. My boyfriend knows how much I love Pearl, so he got me the Maxxine makeup set. This is with Half Magic. I've never heard of them. Comes with this. The eyeshadow, it's a liquid. It comes on like really strong. It's so nice. I was like, wow, it looks like the movie. That's awesome. It came with this lip gloss, which is apparently supposed to be like for the new movie, like the iconic lip gloss. And then this other eyeshadow, which came in kind of a weird packaging, but kind of cool, I guess. So yeah, that's my outfit. I'm really excited. I'll let you know how I like the movie. I got some things from Olive Clothing. It was my first time shopping there. I've been really wanting like loose cotton or linen dresses, something that will last me forever, and it's just like really breathable for the summer because it's been so hot. The first thing I opened was this skirt and it's just too small for me and the elastic is like really tight, and also it's lined, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. I was just expecting it to be fully cotton, but it has like a polyester lining or something, but my mom convinced me that it's like nice for things to be lined. And my mom also said that she can take this elastic out and put a looser one in so that it's not as tight. And then the next thing that I got is this dress, and I've washed my dresses already and they washed up so nice. This dress is reversible, which really sold me on it because say I get sick of the bows, I can just flip it around and wear it on the back, and I feel like that's just timeless. Then this dress, this is the one, like this was like one of the first dresses I saw when I went on the website, and I just love it. Like, oh, it's so cute. Here it is. And I just love the little, like, what is this called? Piping. Here's the dress. I really like high necklines. They just feel the most flattering to me and I feel the most comfortable in them. It took me so long to find these dresses because I think that I'm getting to a point where I'm like starting to understand my style and just my clothing preferences, like the high neckline and stuff. I have such a specific picture in my mind of what I want, so I have to find exactly that. The last thing in my haul are colorful socks. I feel like colorful socks really just spice up the outfit. Like, it can be super simple, but then with my Mary Janes and colorful socks, I really like the Uniqlo socks. They're good quality. So that is my little haul. Okay, I have this shirt that I thrifted a while ago and it has these cute little clasps and I like the lace, but I feel like this color of purple just isn't really me. I like bolder colors and I think it would look a lot more elegant if it were black. So I have Rit dye and I'm gonna dye it. I haven't done this in a while, and I have rubber gloves. Liquid dish detergent, 1 cup of salt. I feel like that's a lot. I think I'll just fill this whole thing with water. Here we go. I'll just use half. That seems good. The water is looking pretty black. Now I add a teaspoon of detergent. And I just eyeballed that, so we'll see. Then Spec, this is not for you. And 1 cup of salt, which feels like so much, but this is half a cup, so I'll do 2 of these. Okay, I think I've added everything I need to. Here it goes. And now it says to just keep stirring for 30 minutes. I think it's so much cuter.
It is really nice. I like it.
Here is my finished shirt. I really like it. I think it's so cute. It definitely didn't come out as black as I expected. It said that you could wash it in the washing machine with an old towel, so I did that. But a lot of the color came out, and now I'm kind of nervous to like wash it with the rest of my clothes. But I'll just put it in the darks and it should be fine. I don't know. Let me know if you've had any experience with this, what you recommend. But I really like how the edge is like a light purple now, and this is a little bit lighter purple than the rest of it. I just think it's really pretty, and I know that I'll get so much more use out of it. And I can always dye it like black again if I want it darker. So yeah, there's the shirt. That was really fun. So I'm painting this old bench, and it's actually my uncle's toy chest from when he was a kid. I found it in my grandparents' basement, and I just think it's so cute. So the first thing I'm doing is sanding it a little bit, which will help the paint stick better, and then I'm gonna paint it all black. And Spec is helping me throughout the whole process. Hey, this is not really good for you. Okay, so we're redoing the dining room. We want it to be more of like just like a workspace room, not just for eating. So instead of having the dining room table take up the whole thing, we moved it to the side. And then the black bench that I've been painting, that's on the one side of the table, which I think is gonna be really cute and comfortable. I'm gonna do a little gallery wall right here. So I have all of the artwork laid out on the floor. Also, look at this super cute little antique cat planter that I just got yesterday. I love the cat's little face and just the colors of it. Time for the baby painting to go up. I'm gonna center this and base everything around it. How does this look? I'm just gonna go for it. I feel like at a certain point you just have to start hanging. What do you think? It kind of comes out from the wall a little bit, I think, because the back of the canvas has like things to hold the wire in. Okay, I tried hammering the nail in more, but I think I messed up the hole a little bit, so I'm just gonna leave it. Get ready for a surprise when I move my head. Oh, the banjo is hung. That was really hard. I was trying to nail it like around the base. I don't know why I was thinking that. Then we came up with a much simpler solution to just tie a string and hang it from the top, and it actually looks better like that. So now I have to figure out what to hang next. I think that looks pretty good there. I might just hang it. I feel like I could have gone a little bit closer to this, but I'm trying to not be too perfectionist about it and just let it flow. Next up, I have this one. This was my grandparents', and the back of it has like a little history about this type of artwork, which I think is super cool. It says, creative young ladies of the early 1800s learned to cut stencils and apply gentle, soft colors in oils to velvet. This folk art was taught in schools and by traveling art teachers. Each subject is finished with delicate shading and freehand lines. It's called a theorem painting, which I've never heard of before. And before I read that, I never realized that this is like painted on fabric. So yeah, I think it's really pretty. I think I'll put it up there. Let me see. I think I like that. I like it, I like it. Okay. I love it when they have just like a wire to hang from so you don't have to be super exact with the nail. I'm thinking I'll use one of these little like hanging nail things. Let's try it. I just realized it's gonna hang lower now. Yeah, if I hang it from that thing. Definitely too low. Now I moved it up so it's just on the actual nail. I think that looks better. Okay, I hung this one. This is a painting that I did at Art Center in my watercolor class. I like that over there. Okay, I've finished the gallery wall. I added a few new pieces, like this little one down here and that one up there. 2 needle points. My grandma did both of those. This light is new from IKEA. Also, this chair is new. And it's just like the most cozy, perfect corner. I love having my desk here because I can just look at all the beautiful pictures. I'm so happy with how it turned out. And Spec loves it too, as you can see. Here's what it looks like, fully lit up. At first I was a little bit worried that there was too much of like a flower theme going on, but it's really not noticeable at all, and I actually think it just makes it more cohesive. I also love the addition of the banjo. It adds like a cool 3-dimensional thing. The color palette, I wasn't really going for a color palette, but it just kind of happened to be like green and red, which are complementary colors, so it works out really well. Then let me show you the little corner because that's super cute too. So this is the little trinket shelf. It's from an old printer's box. So each of these little squares would hold a different letter, and most of it is stuff from my grandparents. Like there's some little thimbles up here. There's this weird baby. I put a calico critter in here. This one looks just like Spec. This was my mom's like weird little doll. It looks like Hannah Montana though, so I really like it. There's also this super cute candle holder. It's like in the shape of a star. And then there's also this chair from IKEA. It's so comfortable. Originally, I wanted to get a pattern chair because I thought it would just go with like the eclectic vibe. I think that this dark blue kind of like anchors everything and it won't get as dirty. This is a pillow that my grandma made, and this is an Amish pillow. They look super cute together on the chair. And you can sit in it like so many different ways. It's also super nice having it next to my desk because I can use it as like a footrest. And then the light behind me is perfect for reading. So this is just the best little cozy corner now. I also added this bookshelf in the back because it's nice to rest the light on, and I feel like it gives some dimension to the space because I didn't want to have the chair just like pushed in the corner. I have some unfinished sketchbooks on here, and then like a bunch of art books. This is where all my graphic novels are now. Some painting supplies. I also have a stack of paper on the bottom shelf, and this candle from Target just sits on the top. It smells really good. This is candied ginger and vanilla. Thank you so much for crafting with me, and let me know in the comments if you're working on any fun projects right now, and I'll see you next time. Bye!